I think the challenging part of when you're going through your own struggles is the fact that you also have to be there for your kids. So it's kind of like, hello blessed people, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Gwendolyn Davis and I am the mother to 6 beautiful, energetic, fun-loving, and creative mind children. They're just so awesome. They really are. But I had my 2 homeschoolers home with me yesterday, and then I also had my 2-year-old. He was home with me Monday and Tuesday. Actually, I picked him up early on Monday. And then yesterday he was home all day. And then my other 3-year-old was here as well. So yesterday was chaotic. So I'm just trying to get everything back together because it was a lot going on. I had rehearsal last night at church, so yeah, it was just a lot going on. Just trying to get it all done. So, you know, like laundry, cleaning the kitchen, just a whole bunch of stuff. Hopefully I'll be able to get it all done. I'm not sure if I'll really be able to get it all done because my 3-month-old nurses often. I think he's going through a cluster feeding phase because yeah, we're just attached at the hip, kind of the hip. But I love being at home with the kids. Like, don't get me wrong, but like some days it's just like a big mess. Like, it's like I blink and dinner's not cooked. There are still dishes maybe in the sink from what they ate for breakfast or lunch. And yeah, I think it'll be much easier once I'm not nursing my 3-month-old. But yeah, it's just a lot. It's a lot. Like, a lot of work, but it's very possible, and that's what I'm here today to show you as my 3-month-old is fussing. So today we're just gonna chat and talk about being a wife and a mother while you watch me get everything done. So just sit back and chill, relax, and let's get everything done together. Like, yeah, when I say everything, I mean like kind of everything, like everything that's on my list. I want y'all to see my new digital planner. Now, I don't have the pen for it yet. Bill gave me his old pen, but it will connect, but it might just be better to get an alternative pen, and that way he can use his own pen. But I'm using Noteful, and I just downloaded this, oh, I'm marking on it. I downloaded this planner from a YouTuber I saw, and one day maybe I'll do my own planner, but for now I don't mind using someone else's because it was free and we like free. Yeah, I just marked up on it, so I'm gonna have to erase that later. But once I get my pencil, I'll be using this. For now, I'm just using my old planner that I've been using forever. But yeah, my husband, he's so thoughtful. He was like, he got the paper like film for it. And I mean, I'm completely new to iPad, so I didn't even know all of this. Well, I'm not new to iPad, but I haven't had an iPad in a long time. My last iPad my kids broke, and that was like maybe a year, possibly 2 years ago now. So yeah, they're not touching this one, but I love them, but they're not touching it. But yeah, so I like this digital planner, and I'll let you all know how it works compared to using a regular planner. I might still use my regular planner, we'll see. But yeah, I like planning things out, especially like the more kids I have, it definitely helps planning everything out, even from like whose laundry I'm washing today because somebody might need a shirt or something for the next day. That typically doesn't happen right now, but you know, it's possible. Like Bill might want something specific washed, or like for Sundays we were all white, so I need to make sure the white is washed. But for the most part, I wash the whites like that week. But you know, you never know. So I just got a notification that Grace's school will be having an outing. So I'm going to try to take her there because she missed all the outings this year. They didn't have that many, but I think it was just a lot going on, whereas they didn't have that many. But yeah, but anyway, we're going to get into this video. I'm going to start with the kitchen because I need to cook, and it's really hard to cook when your kitchen just looks like chaos. So I'm going to start in the kitchen. We're having cilantro lime chicken with rice and a veggie, probably corn because they love corn and it's easy. And it's already 2 o'clock. Like, today has just been busy already, so I'm just trying to get everything done before the kids get home. I'm not really sure what time my husband is leaving work, but he took the kids to school this morning, which was great. So he still has the SUV, so he'll be picking them up as well when he gets off of work. And so I'm not sure what time he's getting home, but I know he'll be home. I'm gonna say between 5 and 6. He might be home before 5. I guess we'll find out, won't we? We'll find out together. But yeah, it's so nice having you all. I want to say I appreciate all of you who support, those of you who comment. I really appreciate you all just trying to help each other out with mom life, because mom life is definitely rewarding, but it's also challenging. Like it's a lot of work, and us moms need to uplift each other, encourage each other. So be encouraged, give yourself some grace. I have to remind myself to give myself grace all the time, because it's a lot of work. And sometimes you feel like you're failing because this child needs this and this child needs that. Sometimes you feel like you're not being a good wife because so much of you goes to the children. And it's a lot of work. And but yeah, we have to keep encouraging each other, encouraging yourself, because sometimes there's no one there to encourage you, right? Like I've been saying lately, I'm going through something right now, and it is, I think the challenging part of when you're going through your own struggles is the fact that you also have to be there for your kids. So it's kind of like you can't stay in your sadness for long, because you have to be there for, like for me, I have to be there for 6 little people, emotionally, physically, like I have to be there. And so it can be challenging, but at the same time, with God, all things are possible. That's my kid scripture for this week. No, that scripture is, I can do all things through Christ who strengtheneth me. But that one also applies to this right here. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Let me know what else you want to see from me. I know people say to me all the time, how do you do it? So I'm trying to show how we do it, but I feel like I'm not doing a great job. So let me know what you all would like to see me do specifically. But yeah, leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, just to help sister out. Love you all. And yeah, let's get into this video. And my 3-month-old woke up, so here he is, wide awake. So I nursed him and let him go back to sleep. I started washing the dishes, but didn't record it all. But I was able to clean my kitchen before I started cooking. So now I'm just wiping down the counter before I cook. I always like to spray disinfectant spray just in case, but I've already wiped it down with dish soap. And so that's just what you see me doing here. As I stated, today we're having cilantro lime chicken. I found this recipe on Pinterest, so I just wanted to try it. I was unsure though, but it definitely came out really, really good. So we'll definitely be eating it again. Next time I might add some heavy cream to make it more creamy, but it was really good just like this. And next time I do it like this, I'll probably do chicken thighs. I just wanted something quick and easy for the kids, so I just decided to cut up the chicken. And we use chicken breast this time, so I just cut up the chicken. And here's my cilantro. I'm just washing it off. But yeah, it just makes it a little bit easier when it's bite sizes for the kids. But yeah, they eat thighs too. It's just I have to cut afterward, and I just prefer everything to be done when I'm ready to plate their food. And now I'm just taking off the cilantro before I cut it. The reason I decided on this recipe is because my husband brought cilantro. He's in love with cilantro lately, which I obviously don't mind because I love cilantro too. So we're going to have some cilantro lime rice as well. It's always nice when cooking with herbs, and it's good, you know, healthy for you. So hopefully this inspires you all to add some herbs to your food. We also cook with parsley as well. I have used thyme before. Lately I've been using like the dried thyme leaves, but I like using fresh thyme if I'm baking chicken. Or what do you all use thyme for? Let me know in the comments. But really quickly, I just wanted to talk about how I need a miracle, y'all. And I don't know who else needs a miracle out there, but let's pray that God intervenes and works things out. You know, we already know that everything works together for good to them who love God. And I'm just trusting God for my miracle. Like, I really believe and trust that he's going to come through for me, and he knows what he's doing. I say that all the time. God knows what he's doing in our lives. And I listened to a message from Bishop Bonner on yesterday, and he was talking about not giving too many thoughts to your enemies. He was talking about people are waiting to see you fail. They're just waiting and watching, praying for you to fail, planning for you to fail, like having groups. I've definitely been in that situation where people have, you know, kind of just playing my downfall, and then things ended up going against them. So I don't feel like that's going on now, but I do. Sometimes I wonder if people are just watching and waiting for me to fail, but, you know, I can't even give too many thoughts to that. So I encourage you today to not let people who are your naysayers or people who are against you to distract you, because that's all it is, right? It's just a distraction of the enemy, because sometimes people aren't even thinking about you. You might think that they're having meetings about you and they're not. And then there are other cases where people might be, praying for your downfall or planning together for you to not be successful. And that was one of the things Bishop Bonner was talking about, how when he went to South Carolina, there were people who were planning for him to fail. He said he would have services, and the bishops got together and they said, let's have our services when he has his service, and they would keep the people in church till 11 o'clock so their people wouldn't go to his services. And that sounds drastic, but some people are really like that. But we're going to focus on the positive, even though it's really hard to do, especially when you feel like people are just sitting back and you're like in one of the toughest seasons of your life and still trying to smile and, keep it together, and people are just waiting for you to fail. Well, anyway, he said he would have cry-ins, and people would come to the cry-ins on Saturdays because they didn't have church on Saturdays. And so he gained a lot of members from that, and his ministry grew tremendously. So I just want to encourage you to focus on Jesus and not get distracted by naysayers, because they can't, determine your success anyway, unless you allow them to. And one of the biggest things that keeps me motivated is the fact that I do have 6 little children. So I've had to let some situations go, some friendships go, just because I need to be all in for my kids, and I need to be able to focus on that and not be focused on other distractions. So whatever I need to do to keep my sanity, that's what I'm going to do, right? But anyway, y'all, this marinade was so good. I just ended up putting it on the chicken. You'll see me do that shortly. As I said earlier, I've been cutting my chicken up into bite-sized pieces because it just makes it easier, at least in my head it does, for the kids. But next time I'm going to just put the marinade over some chicken thighs or some chicken breast whole. And when I tell y'all my family love this recipe, even my picky 8-year-old loved the recipe. Well, I'm not sure about Matt. Matt is my 3-year-old, and he didn't eat anything really, and he normally eats. So maybe he was just really thirsty, because that's all he did. He drank his little juice. You'll see me make some orange juice for him with honey, and he also had like regular juice. But yeah, I'm not sure if he liked it or not, but everyone else liked it. Oh, and Christian, because Christian doesn't eat food yet. But here you see me putting it in a bag, and I'm just going to put the marinade on it and let it sit in the fridge. You can let it sit in the fridge. The recipe said for 30 minutes to 30 minutes to 4 hours. I ended up letting it sit in the fridge for about an hour and a half before I put it in, because I was doing other stuff, as you'll see later on in the video. I cooked it on high for 20 minutes. Well, I cooked it on 400 for 20 minutes. You could definitely do 15 if you don't want it as charred, but I wanted mine charred because I saw most recipes had it charred. So that's what I ended up doing. And as you can see, I was also able to wash the dishes. I'm going to let them air dry, and I'm going to start folding clothes, because y'all see this room? Yeah. Y'all hear Christian talking about how bad it was? Okay, Christian, you're doing too much. Now, as you can see, I'm folding my clothes so that I can see each shirt individually, and that's why I fold this way and pack them this way. You'll also be able to see a little bit later that I have my skirts on the bottom of the drawer because it's a deep drawer. So I put my skirts on the bottom, and then I put my shirts in these little bins that I got from Target for like $5 last year on top. And then I have a little extra space, so I'll add shirts also on the side. But this helps me to see everything when I'm trying to find something to wear, and it keeps my drawer from being cluttered. I took some clothes out for the Goodwill. Y'all, this was long overdue, so I was excited to get this done. Now we're in my skirts drawer. As you can see, I can see all of my skirts. It just makes it so much easier. I came back to check on my chicken. It had about 4 minutes left, but I figured it was good because it was good and charred. And then I made my cilantro lime rice for Bill and I because my kids don't really like the cilantro lime rice. But yeah, I cut up some more cilantro and then added it to the bowl. I saw that Bill was close to being home, so I just went ahead and made his plate as well as the kids' plates. They got home around 5:30, so it was a decent time. These are the kids' plates, y'all. Their food was so good. They actually wanted more broccoli too. I seasoned my broccoli with mesquite seasoning again because I like using that. And this is the rest of cilantro. I just chopped it up. Here's Christian sitting with Bill. I know he can't wait to eat. Sometimes he'll start smacking his lips as if he's about to eat. It's the cutest thing, but Bill said it was really good. And here I'm making a concoction for Matt. It's just orange juice with honey. I let it heat up in the microwave and then squeezed out the juice. Here's Christian again, just being his cute self. Matt asking for more of the orange and honey, and he had a cough, so that's why I made that for him. I also wanted to start cleaning my kitchen, so I like to start with pots or pans, and here I'm starting with the air fryer. I finished cleaning about 95% of the kitchen before I had to nurse Christian because he was definitely ready. And then I spent some time with the rest of the family before the kids headed to bed. Now I'm back in my room just trying to finish up because I was determined to get this done and over with. I was able to clean off my bed, but then Christian wanted to be nursed again around 11 o'clock. So I nursed him, and then I got back up around 12 and finished. And y'all, I was so excited about this project because I have been trying to get to it for like the last 2 weeks. So I was so glad that I was able to get it done. And you'll see how it looks at the end. I'm basically just cleaning out. It's like a miscellaneous drawer that I have. So I just have been throwing stuff in here. And I was really excited about these trays because they have individual compartments that you could put anything in, anything that will fit right. But yeah, it ended up working out really great. So I just cleaned out the drawer and started putting some of my items that I need, like air fresheners, medicines, and just other miscellaneous things. Just trying to keep it organized because being organized definitely helps. So this was the most important project for me to get done, which was cleaning my room and just, getting that together because it has been annoying to walk into the clutter. So I was very glad to get this done, as well as to cook the meal for the day. So I guess I didn't really get much done, but it was all done for me because this was all I was really focusing on for the day. But stay tuned for more videos like this because I'm determined to get my house back together after having my 6th child who was able to sleep in his bassinet because I was finally able to clean it out. Also, please check out some of my other videos on decluttering and organizing and let me know what you all would like to see
from me and from us. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you all in the next video. Stay encouraged and be blessed.